Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you here. A little Football Friday. Just kidding. It's opening day part 2 here in Major League Baseball. Max Wager Network in the house. That is the new little network we want you to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to. Come see me and all my friends, starting with Miss Allie Burns. She's right after me. And the way we've been going the last 2 days with baseball starting, we're going to take you right to the bitter end of our show. We're going to get a full hour. Usually it's like a half hour, 40 minutes. Sometimes you run a little late. Now, well, baseball, we're talking baseball. It goes longer. But it's me, Morning Wood with Allie Burns, and Detroit Lenny is part of the mix on the Morning Wood show. Just parlays, Chris King, 2 to 3, betting royalty, the parlay guy. And honestly, you're going to start calling me the prop guy because we got a lot of props again today. Back to the window, Scott and Scott, always a good listen, 3 to 4. And then game time with Nick, Tim, and Lenny closing out your Max Wager day. So again, it is all part of the same, winning free pick family, stuff like that. It's nothing's really changed there. But again, just jump on in, subscribe, like, be part of the winning free pick family. Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs, give me a follow. I got all the midday money picks are posted there. I didn't throw any free picks out from the winning free pick page. But if you haven't already, I do have listed below. Again, we 2-1 yesterday in the premiums, 2-1 in the video here. We go 1-2 with baseball props. Small little losing day there. We'll get that in a second. But the baseball 50% off, $239.20 for 7 months of baseball, folks. I mean, and I joke at it like if you don't have $200, what do you bet for? But seriously, for 7 months of baseball picks, and I'll even throw the player props in one of the write-ups there. Definitely worth it. It's basically comes out to a dollar, not even $1 a day, less than $1 a day for the entire season. Come on, get on board. Stop being silly. Start making some money. Yesterday here on the video, no NBA, 71 and 83 there. We'll hold off the next couple days until the playoffs start. Hockey, 51 and 41. Again, we'll maybe find something here. I'm a little excited. It's opening day. I'm like a kid in a candy store. I stopped. I brought some Heritage baseball cards today. All right, I got a Giolito right on top. And you know what? I had to take the White Sox today, and we threw some player props in there as well. So it's baseball day. Yesterday, 2-1 in the video. Mets run line plus 125 winner. Reds run line. You didn't even need it. It was an outright win. We said it. Tim said it. Spot for the Braves to kind of be a little flat. The Reds playing with house money. Even in game 1, nobody's really giving them much credit. They got it done there. And San Diego over. Didn't get their 9. But we did have the Diamondbacks winner. Never in doubt. Never in doubt, Arizona. Really. We said, fade away on you, Darvish.
Easy money. No sweat.
Okay. No hitter for 6 innings. It could have been no hitter for 8 innings. It wouldn't make a difference. That's how we win games. That's baseball right there. So we cashed on that. I cashed on the Astros. I did lose on Cleveland going against my guy, Tim Earl. And speaking of Timmy, I told him, I said, I was playing a little 2022 MLB yesterday. I wasn't playing. I simmed out. I took over the Yanks because I'm a degenerate New York Yankee guy. I like the Yanks. But you will know that I traded Judge, Matteau, and Stanton. I got back Winker, Austin Meadows, and I got Wander Franco for Aaron Judge. So I thought that was a good deal for me. I'll gladly trade away that albatross 20-something million. I had to pay him for Wander $16 million a year. But I pulled out a little Sal Perez card for my guy. I said, you know what? You have your MLB future on him for homers, Timmy. I said, and the guy hit 45. He led the league in homers. Led the league in homers on MLB.
He was one of the higher homer players last year, too. He had like 40-something last year as well.
He's a 40-homer guy. He's not bad. Again, under the radar. People don't realize some of these cats. So yesterday, Mets, Reds, run line, Dodgers, Padres. So 2-1 there. That's a plus money day, though. That's a plus 115er. Puts money in your pocket. Player props. Madrill doesn't get it done. Franmil, no homer. Carlson, no with a ribby, plus $2. And then we lost. Marte couldn't score a run there. So we end up losing $120, going 1-3. That's all right. We'll battle back from the player prop side of things. And today, baseball-wise, Sox over versus the Yanks. Rolled out a little BLT, little Baltimore here. And I got the Angels. Angels are actually even a premium play for me. I threw them here in the chat as well. I like them there. I like them well. So player prop-wise, we'll jump right into these also. Evaldi over 5.5 Ks. I just think he's Listen, do I think we'll see runs here, Yanks, Red Sox? Yes. Do I still think the Yankees will strike out a bunch of times? Yes. Speaking of striking out and scoring runs, Devers here, plus 340 hit a homer off Cole. He's got 3 homers off Cole. He's got 19 at-bats, 3 times he went yard. So, 30% of the time he's going to hit a home run. I'll take a shot at plus 340 for Devers. I got him for an MVP. I think he's a good player. Yes, plus 340. And again, with all these player props, we got a bunch. And yesterday, we go 1-3. We lost a little bit. Again, we catch a run. Marte scores being a leadoff hitter. It's a different ball game, and we're making money on a 2-2 day. So yes, a lot of props, but the K props are going to be minus 110. They're not bad. Everything else is plus money here. My guy Eloy. We're going to take a little Eloy to get a ribby for us, plus 185. Roberts, top of the order, score run, plus 105. Yes, Woody's my guy. I know Burns. Everybody loves Burns. How'd that work out yesterday for the Brew Crew? Although I like a little bounce back spot for them today. I'll go Woodruff over to K's. Get it done there. We had a Cy Young last year. We got a Cy Young this year on the guy. So, you know what? Strike out 9 of these bummy Cubs and get the job done. Didi Gregorius to notch an RBI here for the Phillies. I think people forget Didi. He's hitting 6 in the deep lineup, number 1. Last 3 years. Last year he played about 100 games. But in those other previous years he played, between COVID and being on the bench or whatever, he still hit 10, 13, 15 homers. I think you forget when he came over to the Yanks, the guy was hitting 25 and driving in like 80 runs. The guy he's a decent player. And with a bunch of guys getting on base in front of him, a ribby today, 2-1. Yeah, we'll do that today. Let's go. Didi for a ribby. And again, I try not to do every game because I'm like, man, we're going to have like 15 player props today. This was going to get carried away. Way too much bookkeeping on a little scroll for sure. But I'm going to try to put out guys, and you're going to see guys that I like and I've talked about. And, maybe in a month we're going to ride some guys. They're not going to go anywhere. We'll have to switch up other guys or ride some other hot streaks. But that being said, Cody for a stolen base. Here, what are we doing in Colorado? The whole lineup was minus money for ribbies. I'll go with stolen base. It's 450. He's off a horrendous year. Again, that's why he's 100-1 for an MVP. 2 years ago in a full season, the guy's hitting 47 homers and stealing 30 bases. I'll pull for a stolen base today for plus 450. We're here to gamble, folks. That's what we do. You get up in the morning, you could slip and fall in the shower and die. You know what? Take a shot on a plus 450 on a stolen base. And scrolling underneath, Correa on the Twins, the new look Twinkies. And we talked about Seattle. We like Robbie Ray. We think Seattle's an over club this year. This Twin team, I think, could be a little sneaky. It is a deep lineup. I mean, you got Buxton, you got Correa, you got Sano, you got the Sanchez over here. You got good young players. I'm going to grab him here, plus 120 to score a run. He can hit a home run first inning, and we got to get. And here we are, plus money to start the day with Correa. So give me that. Next cat up, some guy Bo Bichette. I don't know, people are high on this guy. So I was looking at this, and again, I kind of like the over in this game. I think there'll be some runs here between Texas and the Jays. I almost threw out a little a J player prop, but I won't Bichette here on a homer. It's just because $6. The guy's going to hit 25, 30 homers. Why not here on opening day? I just feel Toronto today could be a team that's you get a lot of fun player props on. You got a lot of bigger numbers. I took Bichette plus $6. Nate Lowe, bang cleanup here. So again, Simeon, we could have won here against his old team. You got Seager, the 1-2 punch at top of the order, but I'm going Nate Lowe. Guys, bang cleanup here for the Rangers. Again, plus $2. You're the cleanup hitter. You got 2 good guys in front of you on base. I mean, forget about the cat hitting third. The first 2 guys are, MVP finishing players. So you know what? Give me the young kid here, plus $2 to knock a ribby in. I'll take a shot. And going out late night, Angel action. My guy Rendon. He's got to score a run. He's batting cleanup as well. Why? I look at spots like this, and again, it's opening day, or it's the day after opening day, whatever you want to call it for a lot of these guys. You got guys batting in the wheelhouse of lineups, whether it's you're looking at a guy to score runs, he's batting first or second, or not getting runs, batting 3 or 4. You're there for a reason. You're batting 3, 4, 5. You're a guy who got a little power, a guy you hit for average. You can kind of wipe out a bunch of things in one swing, whether it be a home run for run, ribby, and total bases, whether it be a base hit to knock in a guy, whether it's a double you get on base and the guy behind you, there's a sac fly and a single and you score one. You're in the middle of the lineup and you're there to produce no matter what team you're on. You're good enough to be in the thick of things. So, again, we come down here to Lowe and Rendon. You might think, what are we going? Kind of off the chart with these kind of guys. I think there's a little value there. So that's what we're doing. Those are the picks today. There's a bunch of them. I don't even know. We got 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11. We got 11 props today. I don't mind. I'm not scared. We're firing away. Sweep the board. Make $1 million today. Probably not, but we'll see what happens. To the chat we go. 35 comments, and 33 of them are probably from the things we posted here on our own.
Yep, they're probably me.
Tim Earl says Arizona Diamondbacks never in doubt last night. Of course, never in doubt. No hitters. We don't mind that. We don't mind. Never in doubt. Never in baseball. Yes, Nick. How are you today? Happy about your Mets winning. Good afternoon, Wilson. And Tim is with me as well. Thank you for popping in. We appreciate it. Markel's in the house. Our guy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Michael, how are you? Great choke by the Padres after Extend Darvish. For me, though, I expected it. Arizona. We liked Arizona to get done, although Kettle Marte not helping out the huge, what I say, essay for if we're looking at a guy on any team for an MVP, Marte would be the guy we look at for Arizona. But you know what? Hey, looking good for our NL West future with them knocking off the Padres at Game 1. Nice. Great outing by Darvish. And I got to tell you, I'm down on Darvish. I thought I said it last year with Michael out in chat. I don't know if you were here. I thought he was going to go in for a surgery in November or something. But he came out really good. Now, is he really good, or are the Diamondbacks that bad? Could be a combo of both. Today, Giants, Padres, and Dodgers. Today, you're going, you know what? I thought about Manaea. I was like, you know what? Do I lay it here? How does he respond? How does it? I guess the team's going to respond by saying, you know what? The starter is going to go 8 innings and not even try to get to the bullpen. Is that the thinking there? Because I like Manaea. Again, we had the 30-1 for a sigh. The Giants versus Marlins. We're high on the Marlin team, so I'm going to stay away from that cat there. I'm not going to be on the Giants. Padres, again, it's a coin flip. And the Dodgers, do I want to lay $2 with the Dodgers? I guess you run line it. I don't, I think for the Dodgers, maybe look at it. How about a team total with the Dodgers? Let's be honest here. Dodgers win. They're going to put up, 6, 7, 8 runs. And if they lose, I don't think they're getting shut out. I think they'll still put up 5, 6, 7 runs. So maybe a Dodger team total. I mean, just look at that lineup. Go through the lineup at that Dodger lineup and just shake your head and be like, who's making the outs today? How are they not scoring 5 runs a game? Richie P. Topps Chrome picked up 2 of those. $200 for 5 packs of baseball cards. What the freak's going on in this world? Going with the Red Sox, all run line and the over. Never like the over. You gotta like the Sox. We've fade and Cole. Let's go Devers. I want my guy, nice homer, 340. We'll take it when he takes care of business. I was scared to take money line. I went to the wrong line. They won. Don't be scared. Scared money don't make money, as they say, Markel. You can't be. Just do it. Like I say, bet it, forget it. Don't even watch these kind of games. All right? Bet the game. Assume it's a winner, right? Why are you betting? You're not betting because you think it's going to lose. So don't worry about it. Marcos, hitting the like button for me and especially Mr. Nika, of course. Everybody's here for Mr. Nika. We're going to make Mr. Nika a guest host one day. Astros come through for me. Yeah, they held on. We'll take the Astros yesterday. I had the Astros. Why is that line 7.5 for the Euros? I think it was over. Look, it's 7.5. Huh? It was an 8er. It was an 8. Down to 7.5, huh? Wow. See, huh. Wow. This is tricky because, normally You have Tampa's not the best versus. And there's only, actually, you know what? It was 7. There was only one random 8 this is the one random 8 I saw. Everything else was basically 7.5 everywhere. Yeah, just the one book had that as an 8 for about an hour. I don't know. I'm going to say maybe over. Maybe an under there. Initially, I was thinking over, but it's sitting steady at 7.5. I'm going to have to say under. Chicago, Detroit, and over the 8 or under. I think I would go over. Go over the 8. Pittsburgh in for a long season. Yeah, that Pirate team. I thought they'd score some runs. They did not. Seattle Mini, Miami, San Fran thoughts. I got thoughts on this. These are 2 of my 3 in the 3-pack. So, and the third one is in the chat here with the Angels. So, Marcos, go get a 3-pack or buy the 30-day or buy the year for $238. You missed out on 2 winners yesterday. Hawks money line, Utah. I guess something to play for. I didn't look. I mean, again, we're down to the last.
Dude, I'm not even betting NBA this weekend.
I mean,
you know how much I love to bet the NBA. I've been really good at it lately, and I'm not even betting it this weekend. So if that tells you anything, Hawks are kind of playing for a play-in, like positioning and play-in spots. Utah's trying to clinch that 5 seed so they get to play the Mavericks instead of having to face the Warriors. I get it, but no, I'm not interested in going after NBA this weekend. There's MLB. It's opening day. Come on.
I mean, really. I mean, maybe if NBA, maybe you take Cleveland because Brooklyn doesn't cover at home. I can't with a couple days left. It's, you know why it's more, and you know how I feel, Michael. You've been here long enough to know about my NBA feelings about regular season. And now coming into like the last weekend of basketball, forget it. I'm gonna, and you should like focus on some baseball, watch a little baseball. One, to get into the mood. I know people don't like baseball. Not as fun, exciting. It's kind of boring. I get it. But, you know, betting-wise, I think this is 100 times better than NBA, even live betting NBA, right? I mean, people probably say, oh, you know, team's down 15, you can live bet them, they come back and win. I don't know, man. You can bet every inning who's going to win an inning. That's what's going to happen. I mean, and again, I don't condone that. It's not like I'm running around. You know, I watched the last 5 minutes of the national championship game for basketball. It's not like I'm sitting around on my phones and on laptops doing all types of stuff. I'm not doing that. But watch some games, get a little feel for some guys, see what it looks like out there, you know? Because baseball, you know, as much as it's like people talk about trends and streaks and things, baseball, yeah, that, you know, guys get hot at the plate, you know, they break for a couple days. Teams get on a 3-4 game win streak, that's normal, 4, 5, 6 game win streak. And so are 4, 5, 6 game losing streaks. So for me, baseball weekend today. Enjoy some baseball. I like the over in the Phillies versus the A's. I mean, I'm a Montes guy. I like this cat. So part of me is like, oh man, he could come out here and deal, and they lose 3-1, or does he get bombed and it's 7-1? Like, because Philly doing all the heavy lifting here with this Oakland lineup. I mean, Oakland's,
if it goes over, Philly has to score what, 6 or 7?
Right? I mean, you look at the Oakland lineup. I don't have it right in front of me because, you know, when I start switching up here, it's like I looked at it fast. I'm like, I'm not even looking for a lot of play. I was looking for a player prop there. I'm like, I got my DD1. I was trying to look at something in Oakland. I'm like, I can't even.
No. The starting lineup is Kemp, McKinney, Murphy, Pinder, Brown, Andres, Smith, Piscotty, and Patchy. So, no, it's nothing special for the Oakland Athletics today.
Hey,
I like the Phillies.
We have a little Christian Panache, you know, little rookie of the year maybe. Maybe he has a breakout year for the A's.
Maybe, but I don't see it.
Yeah, if you like the over Phillies, just take the Philly team total over, because they're going to have to do it all anyway. They're going to have to score 5. You know, what's their team total? 4.5. It's got to be 4.5 runs at least. What is it? 5, 5.5?
I'll pull it up real quick. Hold on.
Seattle under the 8. This is, you know, I saw a 7.5. I saw an 8 out there, and it was like a plus money on the under. Part of me wants to go over here, believe it or not. You know, and I'm a Mariner back. I like Seattle. I got big thoughts for them this year. I was trying to look at the weather. Like, is it rainy? Is it cool out here? What's the temperatures like in the 50s? But again, I'm sneaky high on the Minnesota lineup. I think that lineup can really hit the ball. And the Seattle lineup, again, I think Seattle's got a good lineup too. I want to say over. Like, what do we know about John Ryan? Guy pitched, 5 games last year? He gives up a few homers. I mean, the Seattle total is more of a wait and see for me because I think Minnesota's going to be able to truck up a bunch of runs. I think the lineup is good enough to do it. I got to see if they can do it, though. Or how's it going to be? Is it going to be two out of 7 guys hitting every game? And then it's, they're playing like 4-3 type games all the time, or are you going to have 4 or 5 guys hitting and they're playing 9-5 games, So for Seattle, total-wise, it's a stay away for me. Miami under, I think you got to look at the under anytime Miami's on the hill because they're good pitching. Same with the Giants. Giants last year, out of the blue, who's expecting these guys to have monster years? Pitching-wise, nobody. They're a pitching-first team. Marlins, definitely a pitching team. So under 7.5 is the only way to go in that one. That's not even in question.
Philly team total is 4.5 at -110.
Take the Philly over and be a winner 4.5. Let's go. I should have looked at. I'm not a big team total looking at.
I'm not either.
That one is a no. I don't want to say like no brainer, easy money type kind of stuff. But if you think the Philly game is going to go over, take that because the Phillies got to score 5 themselves. Right. That's if you like the game to go over, just take the Philly team total over because I'm not seeing Nola giving up 6 runs. What do we got? Best bet, Boston money line, Seattle first 5, Giants money line, Webb 6-0, 1-2, last 10 starts in San Fran. That's last year. I don't know how it's going to be this year. That's his last 10 in San Fran. The whole team was dealing. I mean, they were on a miracle run. They were a 100-win team. I can't throw out last year. How did he pitch in the preseason? How was he in spring training? What was he doing in spring training? Houston money line, the only Angels. Love Baltimore. Means it was great before I got hurt. I like the Baltimore play. Houston over the Angels. I'm not a big Odorizzi guy, so I'm not loving that one. Seattle first 5. I'm not gonna say no to that. We like Seattle to get it done. The Giants again. I'm high on Miami to be a win total play. And Boston, of course, we're not a big Cole guy, and I got Devers hit homer today, and I got the over in the game here. So I know there's gonna be some runs there. Colorado plays at home. Does Vegas include that they're playing in altitude and are going to consistently be hitting home runs determine their over or under at home? Does Vegas include? Of course they do. Do they determine how they're going to be hitting home? Look at some of these totals. Yeah. The last I heard the wind was blowing in here. You're going to see totals of 13 out here, Anthony. So they definitely include that in their totals. Because that total is always going to be insane. I'm old enough to remember some of those totals, they started at like 9, and then all of a sudden it was like 15 by the time they got hip to totals in Colorado when they first opened that ballpark up. Philly and under 8. I see that for Marcos, who was saying, Markel was saying about the Philly game, about the over. I could say take the under, but I think Philly could score 5 themselves. And the LA total is 11.5. Again, the wind is blowing in. You have a Dodger lineup that is ridiculous. It's a no play for me. It's that'll be like the Philly game. It's a Dodger team total play of 5.5 or 6. If you're going to score runs, I don't like the Rockies at all. I got under 65 wins for them or something this year. What was their? Give me a second to find my number here on Colorado. Under 69.5. I'm not expecting much offense. I expect no offense and bad pitching. Believe it or not, I kind of like Washington today, Marcos. And I just Scherzer had the hammy in spring training. I don't know how the day is. It is a cool day in Washington again. Yesterday was cold during the day. Is it going to be another kind of cool? He's going to want to come out here. The dude's a gamer for sure. But say he goes 5 innings today. He's not going to want to say I'm hurt and come out. But I don't know. Any pitcher who says they got some kind of lower leg problem beforehand, I'm not racing to bet them at 180 on the road or whatever the heck they're laying today. So it would be Nationals or nothing. I'm not looking to take the Mets. It's not that I don't like the Mets. We said the Mets yesterday. Here, though, 160 with Scherzer. Again, he can say he's healthy. All I know is that a week ago, he had something in his hammies, and if you know anything about pitching, that's where you're driving from your legs. So no play for me. Texas. Listen, I understand this completely because part of me is like, you know what? This line looks a little low for the Jays, for a team that's favored to win the AL East and to go to the World Series. And Vlad Guerrero is the best thing since sliced bread, and Bo Bichette, and we could go down the line here with like Hernandez and this whole lineup, this stacked team, Springer, and whatever. And you got a bullpen, they got bringing pitchers after pitcher. 160 for that team at home against Texas, who's granted they spent $500 million bringing in their top two hitters. I'm not going to say if I thought the Jays were going to win, I would have bet the Jays today. I'm not really loving the Jays game. I kind of like the over. I'll go over the total there. I think we'll see some runs. Tigers and Chi-Town. Give me some Giolito here. I took some Giolito only because he was the top of my Topps Heritage deck, right on top. Michael, I opened this. I was driving on 99. I opened it up, and here comes Lucas Giolito. I'm like, you know what? It's a sign. I started yelling to myself in the car. And I took the minus 130. Let me see. I'll tell you what I have. I got it somewhere written down. White Sox minus 130. I bet it. Seattle first five or mini first five. Thoughts on that game? No real thoughts. I mean, I like Seattle. Listen, we like Ray. We like Winker. We like Suarez. I mean, we go on. Hanger. I like Seattle's team as a whole all around. But today it's kind of like, I don't know. For a first five, I've talked myself into thinking that the Minnesota offense that, Sanchez doesn't have to catch and he can just concentrating on hitting. We know the guy can hit. We know the dude can rake and hit for power. Buxton, is he healthy? I mean, I remember last year I did one player prop last year, and it was Buxton to hit a home run. I think it was like right in the beginning of the year, and it was against the Indians, and he hit it. And I was like, that's the easiest 480 I've ever made in my life. So I'm high on a mini lineup. First five, I'm no interest in it. 7 for 230 for the Judge. Michael, I traded Judge in my 2022 league. I traded him. I said, I don't want Judge. I got rid of him for Juan DeFranco. That's what I think. 7 for 230. How do you start? What's he? 29? So he's going to be, 36? I mean, have we not gone down this road before? You have Orioles beating Tampa. I like them today, plus 165. Hit the like button, plus money, honey. How are you, Allie? Allie, I have to apologize for running so late the last couple of days. I go right up into your show. I go right up into it. And I tell Tim, I said, Tim, that's bad helping out.
It's my fault. My fault. I don't stop early enough.
We get in there.
We got half an hour left. Speed it up. Let's do this.
We get in there.
Go.
It's like 12:57. Like, we got to go. Bye, everybody. I'm like, go see Allie. I feel so bad. Diamondbacks are winning World Series. All right. Now Nick's got jokes. He's got jokes for me now, or is he just high after, they're going undefeated? So Seattle first five. Again, with the Twins, this is a coin flip for me here. I just said that. Phillies first five, minus a half. I could say okay to that. 115 is basically a pick 'em. Go for it. Phillies should win this game, right? They're basically a monster fave for the game as it is. You're laying 115 and a half run. Let's be honest. This game should be 4-0 by the fifth inning. Brewer team total over. I'm going to say yes to that. Why not? Let's go. Hunter Renfroe, the Brewers over 1.5 hits. Listen, any guy you're going to roll with on a prop. Like for me, the kind of guys I like, they're all plus money kind of stuff. I'm going to go. So you're into Hunter? I'm going to say go for it. Get out those future legends. Yes, Richie. I'm going to do some. You know what? Maybe I'll do it after. We'll go head over to YouTube today. I'll do which I do. Chrome. I got to buy so many. I got some opening day. I got regular Series 2s out or Series 1. I'll do something today. I don't know which one. Aaron Rodgers owns the Bears, so Aaron Wainwright owns the Pirates. He does. I'm not high again. I sort of was leaning. I was like, man, maybe we take the Pirates. I didn't do anything with the Pirates yesterday. We had the Carlson prop bet for a ribby for that cat. But Wainwright, I'm telling you now, he's a guy I'm going to fade this year. I'm not jumping on 39-year-old pitchers like, again, Greinke yesterday is another guy. I'm not grabbing late 30s guys who throw 85 miles an hour, laying points, laying numbers. Not happening. James likes the Tigers. Listen, I'm not going to say no to the Tigers. I wish, they brought in Erod from Boston. I guess, I don't know why. I think Mize or Skubal could have got the nod here. Even I like a little Manning. I like all their young pitchers. I don't know. I just the White Sox was just a sign today. Giolito on top. I take it. I get the pack. I got you. All right. I appreciate it. What's up, Jojo Rabbit? Here we go. Only bet I make is if the Knicks are up after the third. I'm not even watching. I can't even tell you if the Knicks are up after the third. I haven't watched an NBA game. I can't tell you the last time watching an NBA game. And that is absolutely no lie. The last NBA game I remember watching, I was down in LBI, and I remember it was, I think LeBron was beating the Pistons in the playoffs. And then the next game I remember watching, I got to go back to Suns and Bulls championship. I remember just the end of that game when Ellie hitting a shot. And I remember Barkley over San Antonio on Mother's Day. I was working in a restaurant as a waiter and watching Barkley drill a 3 over Robinson. That's it. Those are specific things I remember. That's how not loving NBA I love. As a Cubs fan, Hendricks is a joy to watch when he's on. Exactly. The velocity. And that's why yesterday I was like, I don't know if I said it here. I was like, man, they kind of almost like nobody's giving Cubs kind of a shot. And that's why I didn't really have Burnsy yesterday, even as it was that line opened at 140. I said to myself, I think I said Tim too. I said, man, I wish I would have grabbed Romine at minus 140, nice plus money. They ended up losing anyway to Brewers. But it went up. I'm like, the Brewer team, they need some offense. They still don't have offense. And I'll tell you what, if Yelich doesn't start hitting by the end of May, they better. I try to trade him and see what you can get anything back for him and get some other thumper in there. Hey, Mike, if you're 10-2, knock yourself out. My NBA for the year, you're 10-2 in 3 days. I'm 27-15 over 6 months, so I don't love betting NBA. I can't. No way. Keep it classy with Higgy and the Twins. Lex. We keep the class all low. No, the games are up. The game. We got game props here. Sox, Orioles, Angels. Those are just scrolling on the bottom. That's the bottom scroll. We have game picks. We got game picks, and I'll put them up here in the chat. And hey, Tim, make a Sox, Oriole, Angel stroll to put underneath. Just those three.
Sox, Angels, Orioles. The three on top. Okay.
Just that one. That way we'll keep that scrolling. That way people see them. How about the Mets? Every player got a hit. I love the small ball bump by Cano. Cano's looking good. Boy, he's on pace for, what was he on? About 380 hits, 2 hits last night. Mets first team in history, 4 straight years opening day starters gave up no runs.
Well, and then the one year that they did, I believe Syndergaard let up 1.
I'll tell you what. I bet you they're not they're the first team to do that, and they're not the first team not to go to 4 straight World Series or win divisions. How about that? What does that mean, James? That's great. That's a great thing. Like, hey,
it means you bet the Mets on opening day. I believe even though they lost like their first 8 opening days when they started up, since like 1970, they're 40-18 on opening day, which is number 1 in baseball, and it's not particularly close. I only saw that yesterday because I was watching the Mets game.
What am I gonna say? That 40-18. I guess you run with it. But then you know what? If it loses, then you're 40-19, and you missed out. Did you bet the other 11 in a row? The obscure scats, James, or the obscure snacks. The stats like that, it's like, I don't know. I just I take those with a grain of salt. I like the Mets. Yesterday we had them run line here. When Colorado plays at home, does Vegas include their point spread and over-under and their offense going to explode because they're playing? Yeah, absolutely it's included. And that's any team. They're going to say that team hits at home. It's like, teams play out in L.A. where balls go to die on the outfield or, pitchers' parks. It's all included. Like the Orioles Orioles changed their park around. Minnesota's now a park. The Astros is believed to be a hitter's park. It's really more of a pitcher's park. But yes, like anything, like in football and home field, home ice, whatever the case may be, it is taken into consideration absolutely. And not only that, you're also paying the tax based on a team. Like you're going to say, hey, this team's playing in the altitude, or the team's coming out of Colorado playing the Nuggets and going to play the Jazz in a back-to-back situation. You're going to say, all right, we're going to add a couple points back to the dog here because this is just a bad spot coming out of spots like that. Tim's MLB plays. What do you got today, Tim?
Here you go. I gave out 3 yesterday. Went 3-0. I'll give out Boston, Mets, and Phillies today. That's what I got wrong.
There you go. Tim's got games, and mine are underneath there.
There you go.
Never mind. I see it. I'm late. That's all right. We'll put them out here. We'll put them all out. Mets, Nats under. Scherzer to have great outing against the Nats. Look at Mets. I would go under here, yes. I mean, for me, great outing, yes. My thing is I want to see him pitch a real game. He had the hammy. It's early. As much as a dude's a gamer, I don't think he's going to risk getting hurt on April 8th. But I would definitely lean under. If you want to go under first, then it would be Nats or nothing. Yes, the Mets are better, absolutely. This national team might win 70 games. It looks bad. But I'm not looking to lay the number with Scherzer. Under for sure. Blues on the ice. No opinion on the ice today. No opinion on the ice. Any unders in what? Baseball? I would say, the Nats under. I'd probably jump into the Nats under. What other under I'd probably lean to? Maybe Baltimore under, 7.5 there. Definitely to San Fran, 7.5 under. That's about it. That's about it for my unders. The Reds. Yeah, well, you know what, Sean? I wish we'd said Reds money line. I was like, I didn't want to just – and I'll be honest, starting the season, I could have jumped in here and said, let's take Reds money line, big dog. And, if we would have won, great. I would have been like, see, you take the dogs here in April. But if they would have lost 4-3, I would have been smacking myself like, what the heck? You want to win under the belt and start rolling a little bit. But we'll take the win. Thank you. D-backs money line. I'm trying to find most dogs today. I haven't got the Sox at 150 so far. I don't know. I kind of want to take the Padres today, and I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to take the Diamondbacks today too, because Kelly, I looked at his numbers yesterday. They're not. He's an all right pitcher, and my thing is, I like Manaea, but off a game like that, this team, I think the Padres got a fragile psyche, right? And I said that last year when they lost out on Scherzer and Turner. They just totally collapsed. Tatis thing, it was just a whole avalanche of badness. You got Darvish Stone, a no-no. They take him out because it's the first game of the season. We don't throw more than 80 or 90 pitches, whatever the heck that is. The bullpen proceeds to come in, walk, wild pitch, a hit batter, and a 3-run home run. I can't take the Padres because I don't know how they're going to respond from that. How do they respond? I can't. It's tough taking the Diamondbacks in back-to-back games because did they ever win 2 in a row last year? Did they win 2 games straight last year? I don't even know.
Yes, they did. I think they won like 6 games. I think the Diamondbacks won like 6 straight games last year, and they were against like the Padres and the Dodgers or something last year. It was crazy. I just can't. It's
one of those spots, Tim and Jake. The Red Sox, why don't you go a little Baltimore? Means is a solid guy. When he's on, the team is going to be competitive. He's going to keep them in the game. He's not coming in and giving up 7 runs today. He's going to put them in a spot to the other team to make a mistake, or they scrape across 2 runs and be in the 3-2 game. He'll get you in there. Over in the Motor City Kitties, I'll say yes to that because I'm not high on Rodriguez. Plays today. Brewers money line. Why not? A little bounce back. Phillies don't bat in the ninth. There we go. There's the regulation play out of the ice, right straight out of the hockey picks. That is solid money, Sean. That is solid money. I should have looked at that to boost up my little record here in the chat because Cardinals not to bat yesterday, the ninth minus 120. What a joke. Phillies again, laying 180, don't bat a ninth. Yes. Yes, run first inning, Toronto and Texas. I can get behind that one. Shane, what do you got there? Red Sox Yanks under. I think we're going to see some runs there with these pitchers giving up some runs. Blue Jays minus the 160 versus the Rangers. The Nets, the Nets at home, I'm not loving the Nets at home. And again, it's the last weekend. Are the Knicks home? If the Knicks are home, I'd say, you know what? I could probably lay the 2 there because I think maybe they want to show up and get a win under their belt for their fans. I'd say okay to that. Milwaukee,
no,
I'm not
Knicks are in Washington, D.C. today.
Knicks are in Washington. Oh, yeah. And I don't want anything to do with Milwaukee. They got to be – let's get ready for the playoffs and starting next week. And the hockey, we got Tampa Bay. Okay, 155 would be the top of my board. I'm more of a puck liner at that line, but I don't know. I'll pull for you there. I'll pull for you on that one. Lefty time. Here comes Elliott out of the blue from left field coming into lefty time. What happened to the Wizard? Why odds are changed? Probably somebody's not suiting up. Somebody's sitting out. And again, last week at NBA. Next week we'll have a nice NBA. Last year NBA playoffs, we came in, cruised along 57%. Again, it's not sexy, but you know what? It puts money in your pocket. I don't understand. People think it's you're going to win every game and go 90%. I'm not going to go 90%. I'm going to go 55%, and you're going to win, and that's what I want to do, and that's what I've been doing for 17 years on sites. So the abrupt sign-off is the Higgs trademark. Yeah, JoJo, I try not – usually I'm like, all right, everybody, goodbye. I try to say goodbye to everybody in the chat, hit any late things, but when we're running late, it's like, whoa, hit the button. We get out of here.
By the way, we have 17 minutes just giving you a time check so that we make sure we end on time. There you go.
I just looked. I see that. We're closing in on that 15-minute mark there. Tigers under 4, first 5. You know what, Sean? I don't know. I do like the White Sox today, but I am high on the Tigers. We're the high on the Tigers. A little survivor we can get into Tigers. Again, that's a no play for me. Shane, Rays on the run line. I grab Baltimore here just on Means is kind of tough. O's got a couple hitters there. You know, they got a couple guys that could hit a little bit. And as much as I do love Tampa, I mean, let me tell you, I'm probably sitting on $1 million worth of Wander Franco cards. Although they're probably worth $1 because they're so mass produced. That being said, I do like the Rays. Today I just went dog. Early on, it's just what I do in these spots. I take dogs. Hello, Arizona yesterday. Never in doubt, you know. The Reds yesterday. So I don't want to say no to that, even though I have the Orioles scrolling here. I can't say no to a run line play because it is plus money. No limits in the house. No limit. Are you going to come in here today with NBA on the last weekend? Here we go. He's coming right in. With the start off as a 158 dog. Now it's at 126. Now it's at 102. Who's Atlanta playing? Who the Hawks got today?
Heat. They have the Heat in Miami.
Yeah, well, because Miami probably said, you know what, we're going to sit everybody out. Last night the line was probably, whatever it was, 4 or 5. Now it's a pick 'em. Makes perfect sense. Mets tonight are being Scherzer and all amongst a few nice selected draft picks. Again, the Scherzer thing, what only bothers me, no limit, is his hammy. I know he's probably good to go. I'm just not laying 160 on, I don't have to. There's other games I like. The ice, baby. I'm not loving ice today. It's a baseball. I bet 6 baseball games and I got 11 props going today. And who knows? Let's be honest. Early on in the season, I'm probably gonna come in here and jump on that Phillies not to bat in the 9th minus 120. I'm probably gonna grab that number for sure. Just a Mets fan here. Got to get some joy. I understand.
Me too. Me too. Go Mets all day.
I don't think the Mets are going to be bad. Even though in my MLB 2022 they won 73 games. So I don't know if that's good or bad, Tim. If that's a good future look for you there. The Sal Perez homer, wonderful. Paid off a ticket for you. The Mets winning 73 games probably is going to hurt a few people's bankrolls if they win 73 games this year.
Only 73?
Yeah.
Man, did you put like Hall of Famers on like the Nationals and Marlins?
No. And actually, I think the Braves won the division like with 93 wins. The Phillies actually won the World Series with 91 wins. They beat the White Sox, I think.
Did the Mets like lose every single game to Washington or something?
No,
how did they?
DeGrom was hurt. I looked at him a couple times. DeGrom was hurt. Scherzer went down.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, so it was not good. And they do some crazy trades, like Jazz Chisholm got traded from like the Mariners. I'm like, oh wow, that's a nice trade. I wish I would have known he was available. I would have tried to get.
No Mets.
Sometimes the AI on those things, I don't understand. I don't get it. Sometimes.
I don't know.
I mean, like I said, I got Judge, I got Austin Meadows and Wander Franco for Judge. I think that's a good trade. Like as a Yankee fan. I think any team, Yankee fan or not, somebody would be like, wow, the Yankees just, Austin Meadows is a solid guy. I think he's all right. He's on the Tigers now, but I don't know. I just went with the young shortstop. I figured we filled the need and had a lesser payroll. Sox against the Tigers. White Sox money line or spread starting pitcher deal later. Yeah, we like the Sox today. I mean, Tiger long term. We like the Tigers for the year here, but yeah, give us some Sox money. Hockey, I got nothing in hockey today. Jays 0-10 opening day. Berrios, Bucks at Trente. Oh, Elliot, we know you love Berrios. We know that. Listen, for me, I'm looking at a Bichette homer plus $6. Nice 6-1 on Bichette hit homer. And Nate Lowe, a ribby for Texas, plus 200. So those are my two plays there. And I do like the over in that Toronto game. Do you think expansion team in Vegas or the A's? Probably the A's moving there. That was their minor league club, so I probably see the A's going there. Why wouldn't they go there? Raiders already there. You got a fan base built in. Twin, throw your picks in the chat. They're in there. Oh, where are they? They disappeared. Where the Twins pick at? Where you got them, Tim?
They were all the way at the bottom.
Oh, he rolls into 3-0. Let's everybody know he went undefeated yesterday in the chat.
Oh, I went 4-0, but I didn't give out the Astros yesterday on my thing because that was the ESB best bet. So,
all right.
And the Mets won, so that was a really, really good day.
My best bet in hockey would be the Avalanche. Winnipeg is on a big struggle. Yeah, they have been struggling. I had them the other day. That's for sure. I didn't, no limit. For me, again, we got a full another week of so hockey. I'll probably jump back into hockey on Monday, but this weekend it's going to be a lot of baseball for me. I'm excited for baseball, so I'm going to definitely not – I mean, NBA, I'm going to put maybe a game out a week to bet on. But hockey, I'm just looking to I'll get back into them next week. Avalanche money line or spread. Again, the Avalanche, let's be honest, you should have a Avalanche Stanley Cup future in your pocket. New name, same old team for the Indians. No offense. Yeah, for sure. You took out, and I had Bieber yesterday minus. I had him at 105. I had him at minus 120 also. You take him out after 60 pitches. I mean, 1-1. What are you gonna? I mean, no Fran Mill homer, unfortunately. $10 on Nico to get a home run prop. Oh, game's gonna be canceled today. We got some rain in the forecast, Groovy. One net under on the Cubs game. 1 point matters because it's a 10 before the line moves. Yeah, it was 10.5. It went down to 9. Elliot. Taking the Giants over the Marlins. Fading our Miami team, huh? Best bet for me in NBA would be a nice pick to Hawks and Knicks. The Hawk game, listen, everybody's out for Miami. They've packed it in. They're done for the year. So you want to go Hawks, the Knicks. I get it. For me, I'm looking to go undefeated in baseball today. Postponed due to weather. All right. We can cross off our postponement for Woodruff 5.5 K's postponed. Goodbye. Good day, sir. Good day, sir. Milwaukee minus the 140 postponed. Good day, sir. Brewers failed me yesterday. No, well, if you listened to the chat, you would have went 2-1, Markel. I like Means and Mountcastle. Mountcastle for a homer today. I like it. Looking at ESPN, first 7 batters on Tigers have a combined career average of 312 versus Giolito. Maybe I watch from a distance. Again, I kind of like the over in that game. Lean on Raptors, Cavs, Knicks, Mavs, Jazz. Daryl, I'd say Cavs, all right, right? The Nets at home, okay. The Knicks, I'm not loving on the road. If they were home, okay. The Jazz still, I'd say Jazz because they kind of start getting their act together before the playoffs. I think Toronto's locked into a spot. These are not interested. No interest here. KFC New Coronado for the Wiz. That's why the line's changed. All right. Porzingis is gone. Makes sense. Line move. Again, why are we playing NBA with 2 games left in the regular season? It makes 0 sense to me. And this goes on at 12 noon. Forget it. I know wrong. Brewers postponed. Money in your pocket. There's a win for you, Markel. Starting off the day undefeated. Should have won my gut and took them money line instead of run line. I understand it, Markel. I'm the same way. I said before, you probably heard me. I wanted to take them money line, but I'm like, you know what? For the chat, I'm just going to go run line here. I put it out as a run line play just to start off the year with a win, get everybody happy. Wow, it's a win for everybody. Coulda, woulda, shoulda with the money line. I just didn't. Maybe I should have split it up. Take the win and be happy. I got a PSA 10 Bowman Chrome Wander. Dominguez rookie cards. I think I have some Dominguez rookies. I think I picked one up. I got to go through my collection. Do you think if Tatis was on Friday, he would have went over yesterday? No. And this is like anything, Markel. It's like if your girl or your wife or your husband or your boyfriend, whoever the case may be, somebody says something to you like, well, if we would have did this wouldn't have been going on. Tatis plays. It's a whole different game. Who knows if you was pitching a no-hitter? It just, you can't say if he's there, this would have happened. No. That's just life. I never say that. Like, oh, well, if I would have did this, if I would have did a lot of things, you know what? I wouldn't be where I'm at this very second. So you can't think like that. Don't think like that. Dominguez the next Vlad, huh? I don't know if he's good, but he has the hype. Yeah, well, everybody needs a hype man. Mike, I'm going to do after the show, I'm going to do, maybe I'll do some Chrome. I'll see what packs I'm going to do. So go to my other YouTube, Sean Higgs, if you want to watch some baseball card stuff. Mariners Twins under first. This one here, it's a toss-up for me, Ninja. I love it. Powerpuff Girl on the unicorn, although it's really Deadpool. Hap was a good pick. Yes, he was. Hap got it done. I'm not touching NBA. Thank you, Anton. Thank you. I agree. We're going to wrap this guy up pretty soon. Tim, I have a question, but I'll ask you on Allie's show. I guess you're going to Allie's show next, Tim.
I guess I am. Let's do this. Or just text, or just DM me on Facebook. You have me on Facebook Messenger.
Postponing games messing up my $1 million payouts. It happens. Bulls finally going to get W. No limit. You know, I'm pulling for you. I just can't do NBA on last weekend. Just can't do it. Today, if you're doing it, and I said this yesterday, NBA right now, it is just do player props. You think somebody's going to come out and explode and pad the stats. For Lenny's handicap 10, I had the Cardinals and flipped the side game that didn't come through and missed cut because I didn't follow my head. That's always a problem. That's the problem, not following your head. No ice.
No, I don't have it. Well, I'll have money on the Islanders because we're going to that game tonight. But no, I'm not going to have any serious money on it. Nick might, but I don't know.
Who are the Bulls playing? I don't know who the Bulls playing, but I'll tell you what. We're going to roll on out of this puppy early. We got a whole 3 minutes before Allie's show comes on. Again, Allie's up next.
Playing the Hornets, by the way.
Just parlays after that. Back to the window. Game time. We got you covered noon to 6. Live on Max Wager. Give it a like. Give me a follow. Hit Twitter. Whatever. Baseball cards. I'm gonna go do some because I'm excited about baseball. That's how you run when you're a baseball degenerate. I'm even gonna watch a game. I'll even have a game on in the background. Good seeing everybody.